Submachine guns are dominant in Destiny 2 right now, and today I want to pick out one from each of the elements, including Solar, Arc, Void, Stasis and Strand. As well as pick out one from each element, I want to have a look at the best one overall, plus how to get them if you want to add them to your builds in Destiny 2. Without further delay, let's dive into the best submachine guns in Destiny 2 with one from each element. First of all, we're going to start with Arc, and I've picked the Ikelos SMG version 1.0.3. Well, this one is a legendary energy submachine gun with an aggressive frame, meaning high damage and high recoil. And looking at the stats, you've got 23 for impact, 44 for range, 25 for stability, 62 for handling, 24 for reload speed, 37 for aim assist, 13 for airborne effectiveness. It's a 750 rounds per minute submachine gun with 28 in the magazine. This one has the origin trait Rasputin's Arsenal, so you break a target's shield and that reloads the magazine. For PvE, Perpetual Motion and Volt Shot would be good. So Perpetual Motion, the weapon gains both stability, handling and reload speed while the wielder is in motion for a short duration. Volt Shot, so reloading the weapon after defeating a target, overcharges the weapon for a short period of time, causing it to jolt on its next hit. So that is one of the reasons why it's great for Arc builds. For PvP, Killing Wind and Rangefinder would be good. So with Killing Wind, final blows grant increased mobility, weapon range and handling for a short duration, and then Rangefinder, aiming the weapon increases its effective range and zoom magnification. Well, to get this one, you can get it from Banshee44 and Zur has been selling this one quite often this season. Also, if you collected the red borders during Season of the Seraph, you can also craft your very own version. Well, next up, let's have a look at the Void submachine gun, and this one is the Funnelweb. So Funnelweb is a legendary energy submachine gun with a lightweight frame, meaning it's got superb handling, and you move faster with the weapon equipped. Looking at the stats, we've got 15 for impact, 45 for range, 50 for stability, 73 for handling, 38 for reload speed. It's a 900 rounds per minute submachine gun with 31 in the magazine. For PvE, Subsistence and Frenzy would be a good role. So with Subsistence, defeating targets partially reloads the magazine from reserves, and Frenzy, so being in combat for an extended time, increases damage, handling and reload for the weapon until you are out of combat. For PvP, Killing Wind and Rangefinder would be good, and we've been through that combination before. Okay, let's have a look at how to get Funnelweb. So this one's a world drop weapon, meaning you can get it from many sources, including opening legendary engrams, leveling up at the gunsmith, public events, also lost sectors as well. Anywhere where you get world drop weapons, Funnelweb can drop for you. Well, next up we got my favourite. This one is a Strand submachine gun, and this one is the Immortal. It is a legendary kinetic Strand submachine gun with an aggressive frame, meaning it's got high damage and high recoil. So looking at the stats, you've got 23 for impact, 50 for range, 25 for stability, 58 for handling, 30 for reload speed, 25 for airborne effectiveness. It's a 750 rounds per minute submachine gun with 28 in the magazine. Well, for PvP, Rangefinder and Target Lock would be good. So we've been through Rangefinder, but Target Lock, that gives you damage increase the longer the weapon remains on a target. For PvE, on the other hand, Encore and Target Lock would be good. So with Encore, final blows grant a stacking stability, range and accuracy bonus to the weapon, and precision final blows grant more stacks. And we've been through Target Lock before. Well, in terms of how to get the Immortal, you have to play Trials of Osiris in Destiny 2. You have to rank up to rank 10 with Saint 14 to get the first version of the weapon to drop. Or if it's the Adept version of the weapon that week, you can get it from a flawless run to the Lighthouse in Trials of Osiris. Well, next up, let's have a look at the Stasis submachine gun. So this one is Prolonged Engagement. It's a legendary kinetic submachine gun with a lightweight frame, meaning it's got superb handling and move faster with the weapon equipped. Looking at the stats for this one, we've got 15 for impact, 25 for range, 46 for stability, 68 for handling, 29 for reload speed, 21 for airborne effectiveness. It's a 900 rounds per minute submachine gun with 36 in the magazine. For PvE, Subsistence and Headstone would be good. So we've been through Subsistence, but Headstone, precision final blows spawn a stasis crystal at the victim's location. For PvP, Dynamic Sway Reduction and Rangefinder would be good. So a Dynamic Sway Reduction improves the accuracy and stability while continuously holding down the trigger. Well, to get Prolonged Engagement, you want to take part in Vanguard Ops, and that can be selected from the Director. So when you complete Vanguard Ops, you have a chance at the weapon to drop from the final boss. You also have a chance of getting the SMG when you level up at Zavala in the tower. Plus you can also focus Vanguard engrams at Zavala in the tower to get this submachine gun. Well, finally, we've got another one of my favourites, and this one is the Solar Submachine Gun, and this is the Calus mini tool. It's a legendary energy submachine gun, meaning it's got superb handling, you move faster, with the lightweight weapon equipped. And the weapon grants additional speed benefits when Mida multi-tool is also equipped. Looking at the stats, we've got 15 for impact, 30 for range, 49 for stability, 65 for handling, 31 for reload speed. It's a 900 rounds per minute submachine gun, with 37 in the magazine. For PvE, Threat Detector and Incandescent would be good. So Threat Detector increase reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. So when this one has good stability, it's like an absolute laser beam. And then you got Incandescent, so this one makes this legendary weapon feel like an exotic weapon. Incandescent is so good, so defeating a target spreads Scorch to those nearby, and more powerful combatants and opposing guardians cause Scorch in a larger radius. For PvP, moving target in Incandescent would be good. So moving target increases movement speed and target acquisition when moving while aiming down sights. And we've already been through Incandescent, but that really is the difference maker, and as I mentioned, it makes this weapon feel like an exotic weapon. You also have the origin trait called To Excess, so final blows of the weapon while your super is full grant a bonus to strength and discipline for a moderate duration. Well, slightly unfortunate news with the Calus mini tool, it is not available in the game right now. However, Banshee44 or Zur may sell it in the future, so keep an eye on both of those vendors, especially Zur. He has been selling previous seasonal weapons, so hopefully he's going to be selling the Calus mini tool sometime soon. So while you can't farm for this in the game right now, if you were around in Season of the Haunted and you got all of those red bordered weapons, that means you can craft your very own Calus mini tool if it is available to you, and you can craft that at the Enclave on Mars near Savathun's throne world. Okay, so the million-dollar question, which one is the best? So purely from an impact and range perspective, the Immortal is probably the best SMG in the game right now. You know, given the Immortal is a Trials weapon, you can also get an Adept version of the weapon, meaning you can get Adept mods and improve the weapon even further. Well, let me know in the comments what you think about the list of the best SMGs in the game for each element, and let me know which one you think is best. Well, that is it for this guide for the best SMGs in Destiny 2, and as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. Well, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you real soon.